I am shocked. Shocked to know that a subject that I always perceived as an art has been viewed under the lens of stereotypical bias. So I asked a few friends and teachers what mathematics means to them. Common answers included graphs, equations, a list of theorems, probably the complicated quadratic formula, and some even mentioned an old professor with a chalk. So that day, I went back home to see what Google had to say about this. Mathematics is conventionally defined as the study of numbers, shapes, and space using reason and usually a special system of symbols and rules for organizing them. And the first thing I said to myself was, I have never studied this. Because in reality, maths is a complex ideology which extends beyond the realm of human knowledge and into the vast seas of imagination. The stereotypical view of a professor scribbling a square plus b square is c square or students drawing parabolas is not mathematics at all. As someone who's astounded by the beauty, intricacy, and vast expanse of this field, I believe it to be more of an art, with melodies which present themselves as numbers and instruments which are disguised as operator signs. In complete agreement with the famous quote from James Sylvester, mathematics is the music of reason. So, ladies and gentlemen, 5 years ago, front table, second seat to the right, it was the last lesson of the day. You guessed it, mathematics. All around me were faces of my friends sitting there just waiting for the lesson to be over. And among them was a crazy person like me who couldn't wait for it to begin. So the teacher walks in, the topic is percentages. She displays the first question on the board about percentage increase. I grab my pen, scribble on my piece of paper, get the answer in 30 seconds. And then I look up to see the most complicated looking formula on the board about percentage change. Percentage change is new value minus original value, original. I was already confused. In the end, after taking double the time that I had taken, the rest of the class arrives at the same answer. That's the day I realized that my connection with math and what I always thought of it to be was very different from conventional classroom practices and how people associated with the subject. Since the very beginning, I have found math extremely intriguing, something that challenges, that excites, makes you nervous when you come across a complicated question that you can't solve, and gives you a rush of satisfaction when you finally figure it out. That is mathematics. My father, from the very beginning, he used to break down difficult concepts into simple, smaller chunks, making them easy to understand. And it is with that guidance that I won second rank in the UAE for International Mathematics Olympiad at the age of 11. And since then, it has been an upward graph. Not to boast, but upon scoring full marks on quite a few exams, many friends asked me the secret behind such results. The truth is, I have never studied maths, and I say this with full honesty. I have lived it, integrated it, and this does not relate to differentiation and integration in my schedule. It's more like a routine, a practice. You wake up, eat breakfast, go to school, come back, study, eat, sleep. That's a normal person's day. My day, however, would sound something like wake up, have breakfast, go to school, come back, do math, eat, do math, study, sleep. Notice that math is not part of the study session. Instead, it's a separate entity or practice of its own. What is math to me? My connection with math can be defined by just a simple equation. X squared plus y minus x to the power 2 by 3, the entire thing square is equal to 1. Care to sketch its graph? That is the beauty of math. Every equation can be manipulated, twisted to form something new. Another remarkable fact is that in nature, sunflower seeds follow Fibonacci sequence. The more you give math, the more it gives you back. If you love it, it'll shower its love back on you. But the big question is, how do you fall in love with math? Have you heard of that movie, ABCD? I think we can make another one, ABCDM. Anybody can do math. The first step is to change your perception. If you come across this mind boggling 15 marker question, don't run away. Give yourself some time. Break it down. Think it through. You will eventually get it. Make it a part of your routine. Take it as a challenge instead of a boring task. The second most important thing to remember is learning math is not about memorizing formulas. Just like my favorite quote says, mathematics is not about numbers, equations, algorithms, or computations. It is about understanding. Question the reason behind every step that you do. Why is it this way? Remember, maths is like a mystery. The more you dig into the clues, the closer you get towards solving it. And the third and the final, most important thing to remember is stick with it, stay with it. Don't give up on it. Your relationship with math won't be built in a day or a week, but it will definitely come. We must stay consistent with our efforts, just like I have tried to every day till today and will continue to endlessly in the future. Because no matter where we stand in our journey of learning math, it's a vast and endless sea of knowledge where there's always more to learn. So now, if I would have to rewrite that definition on Google, it would sound something like this. Mathematics is the mindful art of posing and solving complicated questions by breaking them into smaller chunks using symbols of logic and creativity. So, the next time you think about mathematics, I hope you'll think about the magnificence of the twists and turns of its theorems and the romance between sine theta and cos theta instead of that old professor with a chalk. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen.